Lesson 286. The hush of heaven holds my heart today. Welcome to the Qigong support for A Course in Miracles students. My name is Judith and this is the Lucid Mind Center. Today I'm talking to you from Dubrovnik, from a village which is a little bit up from Dubrovnik. I just had a Qigong workshop in person here, the first one in Croatia. And my family has gone down to see Dubrovnik. I have been there last year and the year before, so I know it well, but my boys have never been there, so they're there now. And I thought I invite you at this nice pool, this nice nature with the birds singing, to A Course in Miracles reading of lesson 286. After reading and contemplating this lesson together with you, I'm going to guide you to a seated and a standing Qigong class which are specially suited for this lesson. I will give you more instructions at the end. Let's begin reading our lesson together and see what contemplations come to our mind today. Lesson 286. The hush of heaven holds my heart today. Father, how still today. How quietly do all things fall in place. This is the day that has been chosen as the time in which I come to understand the lesson that there is no need that I do anything. Oh, I wish. In you is every choice already made. In you has every conflict been resolved. In you is everything I hope to find already given me. Your peace is mine, my heart is quiet and my mind at rest. Your love is heaven and your love is mine. Your love is heaven and your love is mine. The hush of heaven holds my heart today. How beautiful. The hush of heaven. Just returning back to self. Just returning back into that center of yourself. The stillness of today will give us hope that we have found the way and traveled far along it to a wholly certain goal. Today we will not doubt the end which God Himself has promised us. We trust in Him and in ourselves, who still is one with Him. It is all about this. It's all about returning into that stillness within, remembering who you truly are, remembering that you are in the love of God, as it says in the prayer. Your love is heaven. It's that love within which is actually the heaven. And your love is mine. That means, and you gotta claim it back. That space which you are describing as your home, that space within, that space you gotta claim back for your higher self, for your true self, for that love self which you truly are. This whole 10-day period about what is the Holy Spirit, it is all about returning back into that stillness, returning back into that center. And as I have said at the previous lesson, for me it's the central channel which is the key. You have to kind of bring your awareness into that central channel, that connection between heaven and then earth, that translator between heaven and earth. This is what the Holy Spirit is. And that channel, that Taiji pole, is exactly that connector. It is the connector between yin and yang, the connector between earth and heaven. And making this experience worthwhile is when you remember who you truly are, when you remember that you're the Christ consciousness, and asking that Holy Spirit to come and translate things to you which you don't understand. In the Qigong class, I'm going to ask you to read the idea of the day. The hush of heaven holds my heart today. And you can also read the prayer. You can pause the video if you're doing a Qigong class, a different one than what I'm suggesting. You can pause the class or just really become aware, what is this prayer saying? And this is kind of the prayer you want to send out to this universe which is around you. The hush of heaven, the stillness of heaven holds my heart today. And you kind of want to send this awareness and prayer outside into that space which is outside of you, and also bring it back in. You can do this with breathing. You like inhaling, bring it in, and then exhaling, spread it out, that hush, that stillness of heaven. I think the Qigong is really helping you to become aware of your inner world and your external world. And when you're doing the Qigong class, whether it's seated or standing, just become aware that all this space that you are aware is yours. The inner space and the outer space, and you're repurposing it to see the hush of heaven, which is actually holding your heart today. With this idea in mind, let's read the lesson one more time and see what thoughts come up to us. The hush of heaven holds my heart today. Father, how still today. How quietly do all things fall in place. This is the day that has been chosen as the time in which I come to understand the lesson that there is no need that I do anything. In you is every choice already made. In you has every conflict been resolved. In you is everything I hope to find already given me. Your peace is mine. My heart is quiet and my mind at rest. My heart is quiet and my mind at rest. Your love is heaven and your love is mine. Beautiful. And the explanation goes like this. The stillness of today will give us hope that we have found the way and traveled far along it to a wholly certain goal. Today we will not doubt the end which God Himself has promised us. We trust in Him and in ourself, who still is one with Him. Beautiful. The self in us, who is still one with Him, with our Creator, that self in us, that true self, that Christ consciousness within us. And the Holy Spirit, it is, like I have said many times, the Holy Spirit is helping us return back to this true self. Return back, remembering who we truly are. He's translating those misunderstandings to us, to clearing it up, translating into the language of the true self. So for this Course in Miracles lesson, I'm suggesting this seated Qigong class, this standing Qigong class. Here is the reading of what is the Holy Spirit, which I suggest you do a few times with me. And here is the whole list of Qigong classes if you would like to do another one. Love, light and Qi to you.